the third video, which is going to cover financial analysis. Compounding, discounting are all to be covered in this video. What is financial analysis? We know very well that we have different projects that we could opt to undertake, but because we don't have enough resources to undertake all of them at the same pace, we need to design a tool which will help us in decision making. And the process of converting or dealing with cash flows for us to be able to get profitability of different alternatives is what we call financial analysis. And financial analysis deals with time value of money. What is the time value of money? We are going to cover it under compounding and discounting. And the best tools for financial analysis are probably the compounding and then discounting. What is the difference between compounding and discounting? Compounding is the process of obtaining a future value given amount of present value. Take an example. The amount of money now cannot be the same amount of money after maybe 10 years, 15 years, because of the value of money. And because of that, the future value is probably higher than the present value. And the process of converting the present value to the future value is what we call compounding. The opposite is discounting. Discounting is probably the process of obtaining the present value after being given the future value. And what distinguishes the two? It is what we call the interest. Interest is like a payment for using someone's money. Because if there was no interest, we wouldn't have paid with the difference between compounding and discounting. The interest covers the total amount of money. The one borrowing you that money would get if he had borrowed that amount of money to someone else. So the opportunity cost for the one borrowing that had to forward is covered in what we call interest. So compounding and discounting, they are differentiated using what we call interest. Now, what are the basic tools? What are the basic discounting and compounding formulas? What do we use to differentiate the compounding and then discounting? Now, if I have the present value, how can I be able to get a future value? Which formula can I apply? We have what we call the single payment formula. A single payment is just a payment that is done once in a while. For example, it can be maybe earning from thinning, maybe in a certain year, if you are carrying out a plantation. So it can be done once. And then the opposite, it is the series payment. Series payment for which it is done concurrently at a regular interval of years. So the single payment formula has four components. What we call the present value, the future value, and then the interest rate and the number of years. Now, take an example. You have come to borrow money from me. You are not that relative to me. You are not that a friend. Neither are you my girlfriend. So I'll charge you a price of using my money. Take an example. The amount available is $10. Oh, sorry. The amount available is $10. Now, because this amount of money, I can use it to generate another amount of money by investing it. For you to use this money to give you this money, you'll be expected to give me a certain percentage, maybe 10% of the $10 I've given you. So this amount of money that I've given you is what we call the principal money. And then this amount, the proportion of the amount that you give me as the price, or as between the cost of work on, is what we call the interest. So if we make this maybe V note, then this is also V note, the 10, then this proportion, we can call it R. Then after given number of years, you not give me this $10 I've given you, because this amount of money will accumulate more amount if I have taken it for an investment. So after a given number of the principal amount I gave you, which is the $10, then plus an interest, plus an interest, which is R of V naught, because this is 10 is the R, and then the 10 is V naught, because the same as the 10 like we are given before. And then after I give a number of year, maybe this can call it 1 year. After the 1 year, you give me the principal amount I've given you, then plus the percentage of the amount I've given you as an interest. So mathematically, we can solve that, because V naught and V naught are the same. You can factorize out V naught, and then if I factorize out V naught, here I shall name is 1, and then this will be R, then this will be V naught, rather than V1. So it means that after 1 year, you give me this amount of money. This is just mathematics, and this is the general formula for single payments. For single payments, it is V naught, V1, which is the future value. Having V naught, then plus the 1, then if I want to generalize it out, I can use Vn to be equal to V naught into 1 plus R power n, not probably 1 year, because it's 1 year and then in a bracket in the space, mathematically it is automatically to power 1. But if I want to generalize it, it is Vn equal to V naught 1 plus R power n. So this is the future value Vn, this is the present value. This is the rate of the interest rate, or what we call the rate of return. This is the number of years or the period. If you want to take it to follow it directly, this one is the same thing. The R in this case will be the rate at which your business is getting the returns, or what we can call the real rate of return, or what we call the nominal rate of return. So we shall discuss type of interest rates based on inflation. Our next discussion. So this is the single payment formula that has the present value, which is V naught, Vn, and then plus R. Then we can have some calculations. Before calculations, we can twist this formula around. Like if I have Vn, the future value, this is V naught, the present value, I can rearrange this formula using mathematics, and I get V naught if I've been given the future value. How? Just take this bracket down. So if I take this down, of course, if I take it down to be Vn over this bracket 1 plus R, what we call the interest, to be equaling the V naught. So this will be the present value formula. The present value will be equal to the future value over 1 plus R power n. And one of these brackets is what we call the discounting factor, or the interest rate, the corporate of the interest rate that has given difference between the future value and then the present value. You can ask me what can happen if you don't have an interest rate. You can, for example, use this formula of future value, and I've given you my amount of money. I don't need any interest, or I don't charge you any interest. So it will be 1 plus 0 power n, which is 0, the number of years. So the Vn will be automatically to V naught, because this is 1 to power 0, any number power 0 is 1, which will give you Vn is equal to V naught. So if there was no interest, you wouldn't have a difference between the future value and then the present value. So the interest is very vital in investments, because if there is no interest, there's no way I can get attracted to investments, because the amount of money I invested now is the same amount of money I will be getting after maybe 5 years. So that's not business. So the interest gives us what we call business or an investment. So still, that formula can be able to get the interest rate just using mathematics. R, in this case, will be equal to the anything of Vn over V naught minus 1, if you try to deal with mathematics here. So we can be able to get whatever we are missing, given one of these two, then we have been given the three of these, and then we are looking for one parameter. So let's look at some of the examples that can be able called NA term. There are very many terms, for example, rate of return, discounting factor, another discount rate, new rate of return, and other names according to different books. Now, looking at that example, once you invest, which means that this amount is now, So they want the rate of return, they want how much we generate after 25 years, which means that they are asking for a future value after 25 years given the rate of return. What shall we employ? Future value formula, we say it is Vn to be equal to V naught into 1 plus R power n. And then, now what? The number of years is 25. The n is 25. The V naught, or the present value, the amount of money now we want to invest, is US dollars 500. And then the rate of return, or can call R equal to 10%, change it to fraction to be 10 over 100, which is equal to 0.1. So just substitute that formula to get the future value. So the future value up to 25, because the number of years are 25, will be equal to V naught. V naught was 500 into 1 plus the interest rate, which is 0.1, power the number of years, which are 25. So the future value at 25 will be equal to, let us try to calculate. It is probably 1.1 power 25, then times 500. The answer we are getting is US dollars 500, 5,517.35. This is the amount of money the forester will be obtaining after 25. Yes, you can compare this amount of money and the money now, which means that the reason as why the money is accumulating from US dollars 500 to 5,417.35 is because of the rate of return. So this amount of money will be internally multiplying or bringing returns to give the 500, the 5,400, 17 amount of money. Another example. What is the present value using a discounting rate of 8% of US dollars 1,000 to be received in 30 years? Now they're asking for a present value, the amount of money now of using a discounting factor. So we can summarize that and then try to see which answer are we getting. The present value V naught will be in this case, they are looking for V naught, or the one present value. And then the discounting factor is 8%, which is 0.08. And then the Vn is equal to 1,000 US dollars. Remember the present value formula. We said that Vn is equal to V naught over 1 plus, sorry. This is V naught, this is Vn, because we are looking for the present value, 1 plus R power n. Now, we have been given the Vn, or the future value, which is US dollars 1,000, then 1 plus 0.08, power the number of years, which are 30 years. So which value are we getting? Okay. Now let us try to feed this in the calculator. 1,000 divided by 1 plus 0.08 power 30. Probably the answer is US dollars 99.38. That will be not. So it's the same thing, it's just changing variable. See which variable has been given and then which one is missing. Now compare this present value and the value which was given. Of course the southern is bigger because it is just 30 for the future value. And then this is 99, which is smaller because it is the value now. So you are taking it back to just 0, which is the present value, of course, will be 99. So in both examples, you can see that the present value is ever smaller than the future value, and the process of converting present values to future values is what we call compounding, and then the process of converting future values to present value is what we call discounting. So those are the basic tools that we use in financial analysis. So thank you for watching. Next video shall be looking at the series payment formula, what we call the infinite periodic payments, the infinite annual payment, the finite annual payment, and then the infinite annual payment. Thank you for watching. Chris Creatives on the camera. Thank you so much.